So I'm sitting in the dark. You're gonna have to deal with it. So, second to last episode of Orphan Black. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Two things. First thing, PT is like that horror movie villain that you're like, you think it's him, but you're not sure it's him, and then he does like a transformation. You're like, oh, I knew it. That's exactly the moment I had when he took off his hair. And the second thing, I'm glad that we got a Helena story out of this, to kind of see how she was, basically, before. How she kind of got to who she was. And her freaking nuns, oh my god, freaking nuns! It's like, oh, you're the devil because you saw me, pleasuring myself. It's like, no, you're the devil because you did it as a nun. Anyway, to see that Tomas came and, helped Helena, he just randomly got, like, a call? Like, he just randomly showed up? Does the nun know something? Like, although I think the nun, not Arena, the other nun, I think knew, because I want to say she says something like, yeah, you're special, or yeah, you're whatever, or you don't even know it yet, or I don't know, maybe I'm mixing people up. But, yeah, that's not okay. Not okay. And of course, poor Virginia, like, only in the fact that PT is telling her to get rid of Mark, and Mark's the only one that she has left. Yes, she claims that it's the only one left of Castor, but it's like family, essentially. Like, she had all of Castor, and she only has one left, and PT's like, nope, you need to get rid of that. You need to do something about that. And at least she does it humanely as she can, I guess. In that, she drugs him, but because he's so used to doing this drug, he doesn't think anything of it. But he did comment, he's like, I feel woozy, I feel sleepy. Oh, no, yeah, it's fine, don't worry about it, it's just the drug, you got the effects. And he clearly didn't know anything about Gracie, the fact that she's like, oh, you're gonna see Gracie soon. Earth to Mark, that sucks. PT, as I said, is this horror movie villain that you see who's uncovered in the fact of that, like, hey, here I am. So that guy is just, they need to have an uprising. Well, they have an uprising on the island, but they need an uprising against him because he's just a very, very, very mean man. I kind of like how, switching gears, I kind of like how Rachel is actually helping everyone. And I kind of got confused for a minute when she, she's like, oh, we have to send me in, or Sarah is saying they have to send Rachel in. And when Angie opens the trunk, I'm like, oh, they actually sent Rachel, and they're doing like a flashback or something to the conversation, prepping to where they're going. And then it's like, oh, no, that's Sarah. Where the hell is Kira? Like, send Sarah in, but Kira is letting her mom do this? She just lost Mrs. S. Come on now. Where is Kira? This is crap. Speaking of Mrs. S, that beginning sequence of the funeral, super sad. Super sad. Of course, Kira's, freaking out, and you see Donnie there, and I was like, why don't they have the other clones there? It's like, oh, right. They probably can't. I have expected when they kind of pan to Donnie to have like a phone going and Allison being on the other end of it to watch it. But also saying that aloud is making me think that if that were to happen, you'd hear like sobs coming from Allison, and then all the point would be on Donnie. It would be kind of a riot, actually. Let's see. Oh, the very last scene. I had to go back and rewatch it to make sure I heard right. Of course, Helena tries to save her babies, but then they resave her because luckily Sarah's there. How convenient. And, she's like, hey, meathead, come on, cut it out. Stop it. And then, she gets Virginia, and then they start to leave. The alarm's set off, and I felt a little bad for Scott in the fact that he's like, Art, I have to help. And he's like, no, this is my fight now. I kind of predict that Art's going to die. I don't want him to, but I predict that he's going to die, and it's going to suck. Not that dying doesn't suck, but in this scheme of the realm of or if black, we're gonna say it's gonna suck. So, yeah. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. The alarm's going off, and Helena just, her water broke. So it's gonna be fun. Sarah's gonna help Helena have her baby. Sorry, babies. Super fun. But the fact that, the strong mamas, they're probably, what I predict is that she's going to have the babies, Sarah and her are going to have to carry the babies out, and Helena's going to feel tired but still going to push through, and then once they get out of the building, she's going to pass out. That's what I predict. So there it is. I'm doing a double feature and watching the second one, so this second review is going to come very soon.